Welcome to the Quick Stop Formula One podcast. My name is Nyasha, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Why are you laughing at me, Thandie? Off the bat, I'm trying to do this intro, and I see you at the corner of my eye laughing.
I'm just
And I
laughing
don't,
at what
what?
you just said before the Bush comment you made just then. I'm still laughing. I'm sorry.
Well, okay. Well, we'll get back to that comment.
Mm.
But we could be anywhere else. You're here with us. We appreciate that. Joining me as ever is my co-host and co-founder, Thandie Sabanda. Thandie, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too shabby, not too shy. Can't complain.
Cool.
It's been a good day.
Mm.
Been a very good day.
Fantastic day.
Fantastic day. Really great day.
Mm.
And here to share with us in our great day, I think you might have my favorite Instagram, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The content coming out of the Instagram lately has been a madness. I don't even want dinner with Jay-Z anymore. I want dinner with Tomi. It's friend of the show. Man like Tomi music. How is it going? How you doing, bro? Round of applause.
Oh, applause. Thank you very much. Nah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Yeah, just vibing, enjoying life, just same old, same old. Good to be back. I feel like I'm always here. I need to start paying rent soon. But
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, why are you like, oh, applause? You always get applause. You know the drill.
You
Yeah,
see?
start making the
So like I guess we've not
Mm.
spoken since I think it was the Saudi Arabia
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah,
yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Um, and it was probably the last bit of joy that we all felt before it all came crashing down. Obviously, not spoken to you since then. How are you feeling about the new season? I guess, and I guess after everything that happened, and just everything that happened. How are you feeling about the new season? It's round the corner now, and are you feeling excited? Are you not excited? How are you feeling?
Huh. I'm not really excited like I was for the last seasons. I would say I'm more, I don't know, I'm just like, I feel like because it's my routine to watch Formula One, I am gonna watch it, but I'm not excited after what happened last in the last race. It really kind of left a sour taste in my mouth with everything to do with F1. Even like testing, I was just like, I can't bother to watch it. Even like Drive to Survive, I was like, can't really be bothered to watch that either. So I don't know. I'm not really optimistic that anything's going to change. I don't think it's going to become more competitive. I feel
Mm.
like we're just going to get the same thing we have been getting for the last several years, but now with a fake champion.
So I kind of second that as well, to be fair. I definitely second that as well. I feel like any post Sky Sports makes, I'm kind of looking at it sideways, like, okay. Anything that's coming out of Sky, even Drive to Survive this season was a bit. I was looking at it with like my glasses on. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to
Yeah.
find some good in it.
I mean, look,
Mm.
I watched all 10 episodes in the same day.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Of course you did.
And I guess and look, and I guess to counter what you guys are saying, I wouldn't say I'm excited. I am excited, but I guess I'm excited because you know what, I'm really fucking naive. Okay, like I am so naive, and I've bought into the new cars. I've bought into the idea of Hamilton going away and then coming back, and I'm just so gassed to have him back, and I'm just want to support him, and in that sense, probably even more than I am with football, I'm very like with Formula One. I do get very excited about it, but for sure, there has been I'm very wary of it now. Like doing,
Mm.
I'm excited, but I'm definitely, looking at it through very cynical eyes. And I watched Drive to Survive, and it was nothing more. I mean, it is really nothing more than like a fucking puff piece for Formula One, really, to kind of attract new people. But when you when you've watched that season, there's not really much about last season. You want to relive after everything that happened. To be honest,
Yeah.
Listen, as I always say in it, like, know your oppressor.
yes,
If you know your oppressor, it's different, innit?
Oh
yeah,
It
my
just feels
goodness.
different.
it just feels like
Yeah. If
No,
you know
and
who's
look,
setting fire to your feet, it feels different.
Mm.
I don't doubt that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't doubt that. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have completed as much of Drive to Survive as I have, but any initial thoughts? I guess I don't even really want to give it that much mind,
I
to be
feel
honest.
like we
Like,
didn't need to have like 2 episodes on Daniel, considering he did the bare minimum. I
yeah.
feel like it was kind of like keeping up with the Horners.
Yeah.
Um,
How
bruv.
is Jerry Horner in it more than more drivers? Like,
Yeah.
there's actual drivers who you don't even see like at all. Like,
Not- Yeah, it didn't make
I didn't even
sense
see
because even
like,
Perez started on a new team after going, and they didn't really mention him.
bruv, I've seen these man, bruv. No, Christian Horner was
I
riding.
like the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
Bro, fuck do I want to? At one point, it's like we need to get new fans into the sport. Okay, let's
Let's
get
show some.
Ginger Spice. Like,
It didn't make no sense.
Mate.
I've seen Christian Horner ride a horse. I've seen Christian Horner jogging like he's in Rocky. I've
And
seen
his children.
It makes sense though.
his children. I've
His
seen him
children.
shooting clay pigeons. What the fuck?
But it's now obvious who is actually stroking his ego, and it's obviously his wife. It's obviously her.
No, of course. And look, she's a great woman
Yeah.
for doing that. Look, I would want someone to show my
No,
ego.
big
I
up
feel
marriage
like-
and stuff.
The show's just not relatable. There's a huge disconnect. Even showing like Christian Horner's life, we don't care. Like we want to see the
Yeah.
drivers. If you want to show the
Yeah.
lives of people on Drive to Survive, maybe like follow like super fans or something, or like have a fan in it that's instead of just like Will Buxton that's also talking. Like have people that are like the Formula One's got a massive following. We don't need like to see team principals family life. Not like honestly, no one cares, especially because we got that last season and the season before that. It's just ridiculous now.
Yeah, it really is. I think what,
Yeah. Do you know what would have been exciting if there was a segment where they kind of got fans living through? Do you remember that December, January aftermath bit? Why not
Yeah.
get like find a fan like Nyasha who was crying on the day and see how he's dealing with it. Like, do you know what? Bring it back to
don't draw
the
man out like
working
that.
class
Carry on
people.
talking.
No, they already know he cries.
Yo.
They already know. They already know. I'm just saying what everybody knew. Please go on the TikTok comments. That will tell you everything you need to know about how much this man cries. But it's okay to cry. I'm here for men
No.
crying.
look, I'll admit to crying, okay, but you know, I want to leave last season behind. Why are you bringing it up? Why are you?
Trust me.
Because it's
Fine.
good for the Netflix. It gets the people
It
going.
gets to people.
Trust me.
I love it.
They're gonna feature it on Netflix on Drive to Survive.
Do you know what I
Like
mean?
crazy fans.
That crazy fans.
Just me, like, oh, Nyasha's making his 5th Lewis Hamilton fan cam.
You know, Will Buxton's gonna bring it up as well. He's gonna be like, there are certain fans that just do too much, you know, for the love of the sport. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Nyasha, have you ever seen that meme with the penguin and he looks sad and he's making the little love heart with the
Oh
glitter?
yeah.
It's
The
Nyasha.
little Pingu, that's me
Yeah.
for Lewis Hamilton. Bro, I love him so much. Look, Will Buxton, yeah. What acting school did my man go to? Because the pregnant pauses, yeah? Nah. What's going on? No, I need to know. Will Buxton, yeah? Will Buxton will be there like, when you're first on the grid, sometimes that's pole. You could be first. William, just tell us what you need to say. All of these pregnant pauses, like he really, everyone. That's a problem with Drive to Survive now. Everyone's like people have become caricatures of
Yeah.
themselves. So Horner is now, and especially because Max doesn't talk in it because he doesn't want to talk. The only voice they've got from Red Bull is obviously Christian.
There's a
So
whole
they,
Sergio Perez there, man. Why don't they just speak to Perez? I ain't
bro,
trying
I
to
did
hear
not
from Christian
mind the
Horner.
segments where I saw Perez because he actually seems interesting.
Perez is
Whereas,
actually.
yeah,
I'd love to know more about. Bro, you got a whole Sergio Perez. He's in a big team for the first time. Like he's Mexico's sweetheart. Like all of this shit. We could. I want to know about Perez. I've got two
instead we've got
episodes
Horner
about
on horses.
horn on horses. That sounds like some
Yeah.
ITV2 Sunday night shit. Not stuff I want to see on Netflix, man. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What else? What I just like really didn't like about it. Buxton, yeah. I mean, 2 episodes for Ricciardo, unnecessary. Obviously,
Yeah, I thought I was tripping because I thought I fell asleep
Yeah.
and I woke up and I was like,
And it was
hey,
still going.
I was like, we're still talking about Ricardo. I was like, damn, like, what the hell's going on? But I realized there's a whole episode dedicated to his
Yeah.
escapades.
that's the thing. So there's a whole episode dedicated to Lando hating him because he's being dunked on by Lando. And Lando's like, "Oh, I don't. Am I supposed to feel sorry for that bitch? I don't." And then there's another episode where it's like the redemption, and it's Monza, and they talk about obviously the accident, but it's like redemption. Daniel, I was like, oh my god.
And then that like 2 seconds that we had of the Brazilian GP before they
Yeah.
moved back
No
to whatever
Brazil
the,
GP.
Yeah.
None of that. They
Wait, they didn't highlight on the Brazilian GP.
no Brazil
Wow.
GP. Nothing at all.
My man went from last to first, and you're telling me they didn't highlight that?
There's not an iota. I think they mention it only because of the disqualification, and they talk about how that was like riled between Horner and Wolf, and then obviously they skip Qatar and then go into Saudi Arabia, and there's obviously like a whole episode on Saudi Arabia, but
I did kind of have the edge to just not watch the first episode and skip right to the last, and then I just thought, I know my oppressor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Can I ask you something? Is this live?
Yeah.
Is this broadcast?
This is not live. No,
this is not live.
Apologies to everyone who was waiting on the live.
Waiting on the live.
Yeah, there's still. I looked a second ago because I was like, "There's still people waiting." You know. I
put on the comments like, "Hi guys, this is not happening." But you know,
maybe you should delete the tweet. Maybe
I did. Did I not? I don't want to delete the tweet because
I'm gonna retweet it right now.
Yeah.
As you know, like we aren't technical geniuses, you know. So we do have some issues.
Time to time.
We're working on them.
We're working on it. Oh yeah. Sorry. Another thing. Not to spoil. I mean, it's a bit of a spoiler for you, Tommy. But the way that I don't know if you've seen it. The way they announce, the way they show Toto telling George he got the Mercedes seat.
It's weird,
bro. It's
weird.
It's disgusting. How fake this is, yeah. These two are the worst actors. So they've got them in a bunch of tires, yeah.
In like an alleyway.
Slinking off like Toto's about to shot George at 3.5, yeah. And then he's just like, I've got some bad news. So the good news is you're driving against Hamilton. The bad news, you're driving against Hamilton. The good news, you'll be his partner. And then George's like, oh, great.
Yay!
Like George said, oh, great. George's like, oh, moment of your life. Oh, great. Yeah.
Thanks.
And then Toto's like, let's go have dinner.
That's really random.
Because they definitely were like, listen, before you go to dinner, can we just reenact the moment when, you know, you found out?
And it's like, they try and do it like they snuck up on him TMZ style.
As if like it was...
That's really weird.
But I saw a picture because the team principal took a picture of it from his motorhome and they just got one of them lenses that looks like it's far away, but the camera's about 2 feet away from...
My iPhone can do that. You just zoom out, you pinch and you zoom out.
So the camera's literally just there. and they're acting like, oh, let's just try pick it up. The show is a farce, and bun that.
It's
Shambles.
entertainment. I find it entertaining, but
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
laid with all the controversy that happened last year, it shows that they only want it to be entertaining if it makes Formula One look like this, like clean, pristine organization, and no one's everyone. They're quick to talk about and comment on the faults of the drivers and the teams, but the organization's own faults and the own issues within the organization, they just kind of like pretend don't happen, and I don't think that's right. If you're gonna make something entertaining, make it properly entertaining. Talk about everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
and yeah, it is. Look, and the thing is, it's great bringing in new fans. I hope fans watch it, and if they didn't see the season and then they watch it and then they like it and then they come into the sport, that's great.
But I
It's
don't
not
think
for
this season
us.
was effective in doing so as much as the one that was over quarantine. As much as
Yeah.
2020?
2020,
Yeah.
2020.
2021.
I don't think this
2021.
one, I think
Yeah.
this one was just, if you wanted to know about Christian Horner, here is Christian Horner. It wasn't so
Yeah.
much. Look at this exciting sport. Look at these young lads.
It was like meet
Yeah.
the family kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
It was giving
Even like
Kardashians.
the Ricciardo, the Yuki episode as well. I was like, we like this guy and we're interested in Formula One, but we actually don't want to see Milton Keynes. Like,
Yeah.
they could have spoken about a ton of different things, but living in
A
Milton
whole
Keynes, I don't
bunch.
think was
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Isn't
really
it?
sensible
Was,
one.
and look, I would love. You know what? Let's try and get someone from Drive to Survive on. I would love to talk to someone from Drive to Survive.
Jenny. We need to get Jenny on.
Jenny Gao.
Are you looking to get people banned and barred from these shows? Because I know how you lot talk. You'll get her on and then you'll be like, what is that shit, man? The whole show's
What's
just
that
garbage.
shit?
You know what?
Why did you say that?
The thing is, the thing is also, I love our listeners. I love you guys so much. Yeah, I love you so much. But our listeners are like a bit full on sometimes. Respectfully.
Are they?
Respectfully.
I wonder where they get that from. I wonder who encourages them
Who
to be like
encourages
that.
that?
Look. That's do as I say, not as I do. Okay. But no, it's not
No, you're a oppressor.
Oh my goodness.
So, you're so proud of that. So, sometimes when certain journalists talk, they could say even like something which is not even that out of pocket, but because they've been out of pocket in the past, they're just getting it. Like the quote tweets are just a madness, man. So, like,
And then in the quote tweet, somewhere you will find one Quick Stop F1 fan who's tagged, hey, Quick Stop F1 Thandie tweets, get him. Leave me out of this.
guys, you've got to stop that. Okay,
Leave me out of this.
if I tweet about someone, but I don't tag them, I don't want them to be tagged in. Don't then, from like, the Sky F1 team are like a bit biased towards Max. Don't then tag in like Martin Brundle, Crofty, the rest of. You can't why you somewhere. Whoa!
Yeah. Don't involve us, please.
Chill out.
You guys are gonna get blacklisted from anything
Bruv,
to do with
we're
Formula
already-
One.
Trust me.
We're already
And
blacklisted.
we're actually not on that vibe. Like, we too want to be part of the community. We just want to bring diversity. But
We want to be diverse. We just want to be honest.
we just,
But also, we're
No,
gonna
but
have
didn't you know if you cover F1, you're not allowed to be honest, you know? You have
see,
to
that's
agree
what
with
it
the
is.
FIA. You have to agree with all the other bodies that are covering it. You have to.
I mean, Sky Sports
Massey
says
made no
jump, you better
mistakes.
jump. Yeah.
Trust me.
Bro,
And do you
I
know
was-
what I find? Sorry to go off tangent, but
No,
do you know what I
carry
find really irritating? The YouTubers that have this fan base on YouTube, and then they're just carbon copies of what we get on Sky. Like they're doing everything Sky's doing. That was the right call. And then now the YouTubers are like, oh yeah, you know what, it's the right call, for the benefit of the sport, and so deserve to be like this. And like, shut the hell up, man. You can pretend to be on Sky Sports all you want. You're not. You're a YouTuber. Just be a YouTuber and be honest. That's why people are interested in YouTubers. No one's trying to watch more Sky Sports. I have no beef with Sky. I'm just saying.
No, Tommy.
I like Sky Sports, but I'm
Look,
just
I
saying.
love Sky. I love Sky. And if Sky want to work with us, we're about. But I think which is one of the things that this is a really interesting conversation, right? Couple of things. One, when there was a period when we started to grow, I would actually say quite soon after the episode we had with you, the first one, and I would say around April, May, we started to like go to like I think 600, 700 followers on Twitter, and like it was getting like the engagement was getting more and more and more, and we said something about Sebastian Vettel or Alonso as we
Bruh.
do now, which is normal, right?
Bruh.
But it was the first time everyone just we started to get piled on, and people are like, "Oh, you're content creators. You're supposed to be unbiased. You're supposed to be
impartial.
you're supposed to be
But that is
impartial."
why we literally started it, because everybody who I
Bro.
was watching was just feeding me shite. I wanted
Yeah.
someone to come out and say something that I was thinking. And that's why we're here. Do you know what I mean? We've never,
Do you know what I mean?
to be
Like,
fair, we've never made a promise to no one
Exactly.
trust
about
me, if
what
you
our
want
content
unbiased
was.
and impartial and, you know, walking on eggshells and, oh, I don't want to upset anyone, go and look at any of them other YouTubers, man. Get out of here with that weak shit. No one's doing that around these parts.
No,
Do you know what I'm saying?
it was the
Because
best
I don't live my life as impartial. I always if there's a side to be taken, I always take the side that I view as the right side. I'm never going to be like, I'm not taking a side. I'm going to stand on the edge. I'm not, because that doesn't solve anything.
doesn't solve
It
anything.
just allows issues to
Doesn't.
continue and prolong.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
No, and it was the best
And
thing.
this
we
is
ever
all
did.
for journalistic
Integrity.
purposes, by the way.
W-
This
wait,
is all for
the-
journalistic purposes.
what
I'm
the-
a journalist.
Yeah,
I'll be
to
doing
be
this
honest,
for the journalism.
that true journalism isn't impartiality. It's standing for what you believe in
Yeah.
and being loud about it and voicing your opinion, even though it may upset people. Formula One, it's just the Formula One community just thrives off of this.
I saw you.
We're not going to comment on everything. We're just,
Yeah.
you know, what the FIA says is happens. Everything's good. Everything's fine. That's why the FIA is so corrupt, and that's why Formula One was so messed up last year. That's the exact reason. Because the people just afraid to call people out on stuff.
Let's talk about that though, because the way that you know how they say like Black Lives Matter, they say like Black Lives Matter, but they mean black people. When they say like Team LH, they're calling us niggas.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
use
yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, when they say Team LH, they're using it as a negative term, and I've realized like the tone that people take. Oh, Team LH are just
No, not Team
or he's
LH.
probably from Team LH. Man, shut up, man! Like what? When half of these, sorry to say it, my first experience with F1 Twitter, I wrote a tweet about Fernando Alonso. I wrote a tweet about something like that, and I just got racial abuse for weeks. I never see anyone saying Team Alonso. Team Alonso is this.
Yeah.
Team Alonso is racist, fam. The way I got abused, I was sitting there like, what the hell's going on? I don't address everyone. I don't address Spanish people as, oh, Team Alonso. I don't do that, man. So
No.
please, just because I'm black, don't refer. First of all, don't assume I'm Team LH, even though I am. Don't assume
Yeah, we
that.
could
And
be
don't use
team
it.
signs. Do you know what I mean?
Even though we're not.
We're
And
not.
Don't use it. Don't use it as an incendiary term. Like it's not. You're not. It doesn't. It's not achieving anything. It's just spreading negativity.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. You know what? It's funny that we were talking about Drive to Survive because there was a little article today,
Just a little something.
small article.
Something.
Sorry, my girl just slammed the door on me. I think she's she's hating on me, bro. She's like,
Quick stop F1 Team LH.
I hear about
New
Vanity
Team
Fair no
LH.
more, bro. I heard. So I have heard you were in Vanity Fair, but look, there was
Say
an
that
article
again, because I don't think they heard us. Say it again.
Today there was an article published in esteemed publication Vanity Fair, one of the most recognized.
I think I've heard about it.
Have you heard of Vanity Fair before?
I think I've heard
know
about
them.
it today.
Small
Yeah.
I may have flicked through the pages once in a while.
Idiot.
Oh my god, no! But it's actually mad saying it. So they had an article today, and it was the men of F1 and it was a really cool editorial photo shoot with six of the drivers, seven of the drivers. Lando,
6 or 7. Lando,
Lando,
Daniel.
Ricciardo, Pierre, Esteban. There
was someone else in it.
was someone else in there as well.
Lando,
Ocon was on there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's 4. No, maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it. Oh, George.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah,
George.
Russell.
George. We always forget about George.
We always forget about
Yes.
George. Can't forget about George. And look, it was really cool. They talked about to the drivers about all of their stuff, and then there was quotes from different people, different like in the industry.
Individuals.
And if you scroll towards the end of the article,
a
couple quotes from Thandie Sabando and Nyasha Thandie. Are you mad? Talk to us nice, okay? I don't think some of you lot realise right now, okay? This is a big fucking deal.
This is a big thing. Because we did the interview in January, and I'd actually completely forgotten we'd done it.
I completely forgot. And we actually...
You forgot about your Vanity Fair interview.
Mate,
wow. Teach me, boy.
Life can life.
And look, Tommy, as you know, success, sometimes you do something and then you move on to the next thing. You don't sit in the past. You got to move on. I've got fan camps to make. So I completely forgot about it. And then he did message us like, "Oh, the article's coming out." I thought it was going to be some little
Wednesday.
Yeah, I thought he says coming out next week, and this was on like Friday. So I was like, okay. I thought it was going to be some small article like, "Here's what people in F1 think about Drive to Survive." Or I thought it was just going to be some like minor piece. I didn't know it was going to be like the F1 piece in like
same. Because now I'm seeing Formula One on Instagram sharing these pictures, and I'm like, to be fair, I was asleep when you sent it to me. Yeah, and I'm saying, oh yeah, that's cool. They did a little photo shoot or whatever, and then I'm opening the thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a goddamn second.
This is the thing. I saw the link. I didn't even know. Someone tweeted us. They're like, "Is that Quickstop F1 in Vanity Fair?" I was like, "Oh shit, is that today?"
Wow.
I didn't even know. So look, guys, thank you so much for all your messages. It's been really emotional to see all of the support. I will admit, I had a little tear in my eye. I was reading.
Next time address us as Quickstop F1 as seen in Vanity Blood Clot Fair.
That is, do you know what I mean? That is a madness.
Are you gonna put that on your Twitter bio?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in somewhere. I'll probably have to take out if you don't like Hamilton. You won't like us a bit, which I really like. But yeah, I think I might. Yeah, because you know what? Because that's what. Thandie, you do, you're a journalist. That's what you do, isn't it? Like,
that's what I do. I put all my bylines. To be fair, I was thinking, do I put like as seen? Because it is kind of a, I did it with the Sky Arts thing, so I might as well put it on my bio.
Yeah. We're gonna do it. Yeah. So, look, guys, thank you so much for that. Have you, Tomi? Have you seen the pictures?
Yes, I have seen the pictures.
What do you think?
I think they were interesting. You can tell that a few of them are out of their depth though, because the clothes are wearing them. They weren't wearing the clothes.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good way.
Ocon's outfits were really nice. I think his styling was really good, and I think there was a George one that I liked, and there was one that I didn't like. So,
okay,
I don't know. It was cool though. It was nice to see them doing other things aside from just the typical, regular Formula One guy kind of stuff.
Lando Norris. Here's a reference you won't understand unless you watched Harry Potter. Nyasha. Lando Norris looks like, when Tomi, have you watched Harry Potter? Okay.
Yes.
So Lando Norris' outfit looks like, when there's the ball and Ron's mum sends him the garment.
Oh yeah,
look at the picture.
Yeah.
It wasn't giving what it needed to give.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but Lando photographed so beautifully. He's a very beautiful boy, so it works, I guess. And he's an LV. I like Daniel's look, bare minimum, whatever. Still, of course, the Frenchman looks great. It's in his blood.
That is. I really liked Esteban.
Yeah.
Esteban.
I thought Esteban looked really good. And you know what? Actually, it's mad. The other day I was watching Ted's Notebook and he goes up to talk to Esteban. And I was just looking at him. You know, sometimes it's like, you're a handsome man.
Mm.
That's it. I was like, I'm looking at him. I was like, you're just tall, French. And I was like, you're a handsome guy. But I feel like because I feel like he looked good, but they could have done even more of him because he looks like a model. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas, and I feel like George as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I was the same as you. I liked one of the looks. I didn't like the green look as much. There was
Yeah.
one like,
It wasn't styled properly, I
yeah.
think.
But you know what? It's great. What's hilarious is that there are fans of these drivers who would have caned Lewis for all of the fashion stuff they've done, all of
Yep.
the paddock looks.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, oh, wow, this is great. Oh, now you can see. Now it's good. It's good for someone to express himself. Good for someone to be in high fashion. Good for someone to wear clothes which are not just team sponsored apparel.
Mm.
Now you can see it. So I don't want to. I don't want to see no more. He's distracted by the Garms comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't want to see no more of that shit, bro.
When people say that, I think they forget that when the drivers go to Monaco, they do that little fashion show thing where they do the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of
It's
people
like the
just like to
Amber
come.
Lounge.
Yeah, they just like to cuss Lewis because it's Lewis. That's why.
Yeah, they do. They do. And it's
But excellent article.
Yes.
excellent article.
Excellent
Big up.
article.
Big up
Yeah. Shout
Dan.
out
Is it Dan?
Dan Madler. Yeah,
Dan
Dan
Madler.
Madler.
Dan Madler. Big up
Um,
Dan, yeah.
big up Michael Darlington for styling.
Yeah.
Big
I
up
think
Nick
it's great.
Riley Bentham for photography.
And also, no, for sure, shout him
Mhm.
out for like inviting us on, yeah, or like
Yeah.
reaching out to us because it can definitely feel, you know, what we were saying earlier about how we are, the products we have. Me and Tandy have had conversations with people where it came up, not in a good way. um, and it can feel like, would we ever be able to, if we were going to grow, were we able to ever get any kind of like recognition or look-ins or like collaborations with people outside of our bubble? And
Mm-hmm.
it's just really nice that someone can listen to what we do and then reach out to us
Yeah.
and put us in Vanity Fair. And I just think that's just like, it's just super cool. And I think like, it's just like, for us, black representation in F1 is so important. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, the more of us there is, then the more cool shit we'll all get to do, and the better the sport will be for it. And we're already
Yeah.
look at Lewis's influence on that fashion shoot. You know, that doesn't happen without Lewis being who he is. And you know, I would hope that the way that we're honest and the way that we're unapologetically black, hopefully that filters down to, look, there's, bruv, I don't know if you noticed, last month was Black History Month in America, right?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this? I don't think we did, right? Someone, I'm not going to name them because whatever, but they did uh, a list of black people in F1 or on F1 Twitter, right? Content creators, accounts, whatever. Tell me why there were content creators on there who are huge. I didn't even know were black.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were being outed by a fucking thread, and it was just weird to think that someone could, like, you could have a whole like thousands of followers. You could have all these like hundreds of thousands of people on YouTube, but no one knows that you're black. You never talk
Do
about
you
black
do you
issues.
think like do you think it's the duty if someone doesn't want you to know their race? Fair play. I'll never say no to
I would
somebody.
never say no
That's
to
up to
that.
them.
But I would hope, I guess, is what I'm going to say, that us being so outward
Mm.
and you can see our faces and you can see what we're about. And I would hope that that would encourage anyone who wants to make content that they could feel comfortable to talk about black issues, to
Mhm.
talk about
Yeah.
to be openly black, and to be part of a group of people who want to increase motorsport diversity, especially in the media. And
Mhm.
it's really important. And days like today, for us, it's we've got a few lines in Vanity Fair, but it's a big fucking deal. And I guess that's just what I wanted to say on that. But thank you everyone who
Thank you everyone who read,
everyone
shared,
who read, shared.
liked,
Congratulations.
retweeted.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
And look, Tommy, you've been on the show like more than any other guest, so you win as well. You might as well
Oh,
have
well,
been
yeah.
featured in
Yeah,
there
that's
as
a
well.
win for you too.
Is this my third or fourth time? I feel
I think
like
it's your
this is my
fourth, bro.
It's your
this is
fourth,
my
bro.
fourth. Wow.
It's your fourth.
Wow.
We might as well just get you.
Give you a
We'll start
residency.
Trust me, I'm gonna be do my grid walks.
Yeah.
Why are you so slow today?
I love it. Look,
Right. Let's get to practice because I've been itching to talk about that for a minute.
testing.
Testing, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Go. After you.
I was thinking
After
practice.
you.
What did I miss?
I practice. I missed the race weekend.
Do you know what? I actually did that the other day. I was like, oh my God, I've got to watch Formula One. Then I clocked. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, we've got another week.
We've
Relax.
got another week.
Relax.
Testing.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts then, Thandie? How much of testing did you watch first and foremost?
So I watched day 1 and then I watched a bit of day 3.
Okay. Nice.
And it was nice to see the Ferrari doing amazing. I'm really
Pardon?
proud of the Ferrari. So
Pardon?
it was nice to see. It was nice. It was nice.
You hate Ferrari? What the fuck? You're just being really
It's
nice.
nice though. Yeah, I mean, like, I am just saying it was nice. It was nice to see
Okay.
them doing their thing in it. Like,
No,
it's
it is.
nice.
It is
Because,
nice.
it would have been embarrassing considering, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
I didn't say they're the best team in the world, Nyasha. I just said it's nice to see us doing good. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of them things where you see someone come out your house, morning. It's polite.
So what you're saying is you don't actually care about Ferrari. You were just saying it.
I was being polite.
Okay.
Can't just sit here and have the same bias, sometimes you got to mix it up.
I love it. I'll come back to you in a second because something I want to ask you specifically. Tommy, you said you didn't watch much of testing, right? Because of your non-excitement.
Yes, I didn't watch much. Non-excitement mixed with the fact that like it is very, very. I was about to say low-key boring, but it's actually high-key boring to watch practice.
It is.
There's nothing's happening.
Let me
Or
tell
testing,
you
sorry.
now. Yeah, someone tweeted. What is her name? Oh, I will get it. Someone tweeted something today, and it just made me realize how much I fucked up. Yeah, because they said that they're like, I can't believe I watched 24 hours of testing over
No.
days, and then I clocked it. I was like, oh, because it was like 8 hours a day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I watched all. I was ill. I was ill with
You had the
COVID.
vid.
I had a vid again.
Grow up.
I double dipped
That's
on
so
me.
2021.
What? Tandy, what? Are you okay? You know what? Yeah. So, I watched a lot of testing. Yeah, I watched a lot of testing. I was ill, but that's a day of my life. Like at the pearly gates, God's gonna be like, "What did you do with your life?" I'm gonna go through what we did. You spent a day watching the 2022 testing, yeah, and do I know who's gonna be the quickest? Do I know who's got the best package? Do I know, do I actually know anything as a result of
No.
watching one of those hours?
No,
No.
it's a waste of time.
That's
Honestly,
the
it's a
thing
waste of
about
time.
testing. I feel like people get really excited and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I can predict it. I can see it. this is gonna be no.
You
It's
can't.
like, do you know what? It's like when you go on a first date and you just don't let him know you're crazy right there on there. You put on a show.
You're low-key exposing yourself.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm just saying.
whoa.
I didn't say I was crazy. I'm
No,
just
but
saying.
You said
Or
you
even-
know.
No, but it is like that. Like I have like girl mates who were like
Oh,
that. Like
but
come on. That's why I need
I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about what I'm hearing right now.
you know, or even like you don't put all your cards on the table is what I'm saying. Eh?
Okay.
Men, you don't tell her you're a bum from the get-go, do you? No. You wait.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's pretty easy to see. Sometimes that's the charm.
And that's what?
Sometimes, you know what? When I've been at my lowest, I think that's when I've been at my most charming because I've just been on like, do you know what I mean? I've been fighting for it.
It's
Do you know
been
what I mean?
given. It's given Haas.
Do you know what I mean?
It's given
I'm
Haas.
bringing- do you know what I mean?
It's
I'm
given
literally
Haas.
like, I'm trying to get as much as I can out of it. Like, that's neither here nor there. I love my girlfriend. Thank you very much for all the time we spent together. So, like, yeah, like, I mean, look, yeah, we don't know. Look,
It doesn't tell anything. Yeah.
Ferrari looked strong. Obviously, all weekend, Red Bull turned up, and then last half an hour, we were just like, oh, we're quick. Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have their
To be
favorites.
fair, Lando Norris himself, like he came out and he was like, "Listen, yeah, I've done well today, but there's going to be people faster than me tomorrow." He literally gave all his cards out. He was like, "Listen, this doesn't mean nothing," and I like that for Lando.
Testing means jack squat, man. They're
Nothing.
not running the cars hard at
Yeah.
all. They just collect. It's just collecting data.
Mhm.
That's it.
I guess maybe there's a discussion to be had there because there was a lot of. I mean, I was one of them. There was a lot of. I don't want to say anger, but people were not happy about Barcelona not being shown live, right? We were used to 2 days of testing or the 2 sessions, Bahrain and Barcelona being broadcast live. And they didn't show it. And there was a lot of anger about it because people were like, we want to see the cars. Why aren't you showing it? Why are you being secretive? But the problem with showing testing is that, like you say, people do, as much as you try and say to people, like, you cannot make any definitive like predictions about who's going to be quick in Bahrain. People do take it at face value, and I think I've seen a lot of people online who
Then you found Haas fans.
I mean,
Yeah.
you found Haas fans. I mean, look, Mazepin's left, so I'm sure
I ain't got no beef with Haas no more.
Hallelujah! Get that bum out of it. Oh, you can get bombed, you can get gunshot, you can get fucking air horn, and you can get a round of applause. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. But, I feel like a lot of Team LH, and by that I mean Hamilton fans, not.
I hate that you've just done that. Why have you just done that?
I'm gonna beep
You
it.
said you'd stop doing
I'm gonna
that.
beep it. I'm gonna beep it. Okay.
Wait, so do you beep curse words now?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. We you know, it was after.
After Vanity Fair, you said, we need to sort this out, professional. Oh. They're gonna say, oh shit, gonna beep all of that.
Sake! What you guys? Gosh.
That's
Never mind.
funny.
46 minutes, okay.
You have to write it down every time. I'm done.
Team
What
LH.
was that?
Yeah.
46 minutes, 27 seconds. Cool.
46.
God.
Go on.
Why aren't Sky Sports working with us?
Mate, trust me. Oh man.
I saw Tomo on the thing today, yeah. on their new show, their new Monday show. I was like, Tommy's getting to the bag. I was like, oh man, that would be so cool if it was us. And I was like, oh, we could.
They ain't invite no, they ain't invite no black asses on.
Bruv, oh my god! Imagine they were like, oh, we were on the show this week. Well, quick stop F1, bruv. Bare faceless Vettel profile. They used to tweet this. They tweet this. Is this the type of people that you want to associate with? But holler at us, Sky Sports. We're about.
Yeah, holla at us, Sky Sports.
You know,
Inquiries down below, Sky Sports.
NTL's gonna holler at you, be like, "Hey, we back." NTL coverage of Formula One. Let's go.
Oh my god. Team LH are worried. Okay, because we've watched testing and we have seen that there are visible issues with the car porpoising. For those who don't know, I don't know really why it happens, but because of the way the new cars are and ground effect, I don't know what ground effect is. I need to get someone with technology in here.
Yeah.
The cars bounce up and down. That when they're going down the straight, obviously that's not good for the driver. You see their heads, they're like bopping up and down. That's not good. It's not good for speed. It's not good for corner entry. All of those things. It's just not good. Mercedes seem to have, out of Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, they had the worst issues with it. Now, we don't know if Mercedes are just essentially running their car in certain ways to see what the windows are for operation and whatever. We don't know what engine modes they're running. We don't know what fuel they're running. We don't know anything. But a lot of people are worried about Mercedes. Hamilton has come out and said we're not going to be able to fight for wins.
But by the way, you're not going to get the answer to that by watching testing. Just to make it clear for those who believe that they will.
If you look at the data, you can clearly see that Mercedes aren't giving it their all because out of all the cars in testing, Lewis Hamilton was 13th fastest on the straight. That lets you know they aren't pushing that car.
Yeah.
13th. Where that engine was, that's a number one engine. So you know that they're not pushing it. So I think instead of people just being like, no one wants to be Autosport in 2019. Do you remember that saga where they said Ferrari are going to be a second ahead of everyone? And then it started the season and Ferrari were like 2 seconds behind everyone. So yeah, there's no conclusions to be drawn from testing. The teams are just doing the bare minimum they have.
Yeah. As I said, you don't put your cards out on the table, innit?
Stupid.
Let them believe what they want to believe.
Mercedes came with a whole nother car. Bruh, like, testing doesn't mean nothing.
Nothing. Meanwhile, others were flying in parts. What are you doing? Stop that. It's for a show. Stop that shit.
I do think there's an element of... How do I put it? Yeah, I do think there's an element of showmanship. You know, Ferrari always do it. They go for like headline lap times. Red Bull have sponsors. Red Bull, you know, Christian Horner's,
Red Bull's a marketing company. They need to get the headlines.
They need to show. It's not good if before the season starts, they're champions, their car is at the back, whatever. Like, no, they would be. But so look, the car is probably strong, but they probably put not that much fuel in it and turned beans full up. So that's fine. We'll see. I think I'm just, you know, I was happy to watch 8 hours of testing. It was something to do when you're in bed, but it's not.
You know what? The fact that they didn't broadcast Barcelona, I think they saved you lot from hours of misery.
No, it's true. Like if they broadcast Barcelona and we were looking at the Mercedes being even worse than it was in Bahrain, that I think people would have had a meltdown. But
you would have still watched, didn't it, Nyasha?
Every last fucking minute. How you mean? And then this is the thing,
loves it. The boy loves it.
I just love it. I love this game.
He loves it. I love the game.
I love this game.
If you were to ever give Nyasha one of those, what are they called? You just take the top of the head off. You'd literally just see a Formula One car just going around his brain.
Formula One and food.
Yeah.
It's taken over food, bruv.
The brain is pasta.
Pasta and Formula One. That is pretty much it. I need to... Okay, look, guys, let's do it. Let's just... Testing doesn't mean anything. We can't make predictions. Let's make some predictions. Look,
Okay.
let's not make predictions. I think we made maybe let's do something separate for that. But
Mm.
I guess what are your how do I put this? I don't want to make predictions. All right, but let's ask some questions. Right? I'll ask you for one each. So instead of like donkey of the day,
Mm-hmm.
who needs a big season this season? Like who needs a season to justify their seat, answer critics, whatever?
Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon
Okay, so
and George Russell.
you can have one
Okay.
person.
Esteban Ocon
Interesting.
Russell.
You've that is not a person.
Okay, I'll go with Daniel because I am the main bullier.
Right. Okay. So why Daniel?
Because Daniel had a very not even meaty. What's below meaty? Season last
I
year.
was going to swear. Not great.
Not great.
Not
Not
great.
great. Yes, you photograph very well. But sir, we're very much looking at you sideways. We're questioning you a lot. And I'm questioning this seat.
Ooh. So if he doesn't have a good season, let's say Lando slaps him up again
Mm-hmm.
in like the same manner. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you're Andrew Seidel and Zach Brown,
Mm-hmm.
are you looking at Pierre Gasly? Maybe you're looking at that and you're thinking,
Oh no, because I like Pierre where he is. But I'm looking at maybe depromoting Daniel to a Haas car. Maybe the Alfa Romeo. That's where they send those people in it.
no, for sure. Look, Daniel fucked if he doesn't sort it out.
He is.
That one was at
No,
54
54
minutes.
minutes.
54.
54.
Yeah.
He is in serious trouble. That is his career done out.
Yeah. Because
It's
as I
done.
always say, the most iconic Australian needs to be you. Otherwise, it's the guy who was sick in his helmet.
Who was that?
The other
Mark
Australian.
Webber.
Was
Mark
Mark
Webber.
Webber? Was he sticking
Yeah,
his
he threw
fucking
up in his
helmet?
helmet.
Yeah, he threw up in his helmet. You never seen the clip?
That is butters. What?
He said he don't feel sick, and they told
The
him
clip is
just
like
throw up
him.
in
He's
your
like,
helmet.
guys, I don't feel very well, guys. And you just hear it coming out. It's gross.
Guys, I don't feel very well.
Yeah, I don't feel very well, guys.
Oh, guys. Multi 21, multi 20.
Is he still driving? What?
This is like in the Chinese Grand Prix, like a
Yeah.
decade ago.
No, I'm looking this up right now. Are you crazy? Mark
I'm surprised you
Webber
didn't know about
sticking
this.
his sick 2007. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I'll even get out
Yapped
if you
it in
find
his
it.
helmet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is the race Lewis Hamilton won, by the way.
Wow, you're not biased at all.
Look at your age rate. There's a rookie winning this race in the wet. You're yakking it in your helmet.
You're yakking it in your helmet. Man had like food poisoning or something.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're traumatized. You're traumatized. Shouldn't have seen that one.
Oh my God. Oh, they even like box like, oh, he's like, I'm gonna.
Wait, did he finish the race?
No, he's
No.
they're like box, and he's like, oh, I don't even think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but
Those helmets are expensive as well, you know.
Trust
hey,
me.
bro.
Trust me. And that guy is going to be more iconic than Daniel Ricciardo if he doesn't pull his socks up, is what I'm saying.
Ooh.
What do you want your whole legacy to be? That one footage of you when you were in Red Bull belly flopping into the swimming pool? Is that what you
Oh
want your
my
legacy
god,
to
they
be?
love to rinse
They
that.
love
They
that clip.
love that clip.
They rock. Do you know how many times I've seen that clip? Because
I ain't
there's
trying to
nothing
see
else
it.
going on.
Do you know what? That's so funny you mention that because the other day they showed it on TV. I was like, here we go again, man. What? We ain't trying to see this anymore. How many years
We're
ago was
tired
that?
of it.
They
That,
still
fam,
Dare to Survive, and I was like, Jesus Christ,
not
Bruh.
again.
guys! I hear it.
Uh-huh.
Hey, do you know Lewis Hamilton sprayed Diddy with champagne? Okay,
But
that's
they
a
don't
why
want that. You
don't
Team
say that.
LH people just want to bring in Lewis Hamilton into every situation. What's wrong with you Team LH people?
British bias. British
British
bias.
bias, mate. Anybody want to hear about the guy who is
People
closely
didn't
connected to
realize.
Tupac? I don't want to hear that.
People didn't realize, yeah, with British bias, yeah.
Mm.
British people hate Hamilton. When are you gonna get into your thick skulls? Yeah, no
They
one in
hate him.
Britain likes Hamilton other than the Team LH quotation mark.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Other than
Team,
the
Team
blacks.
LH.
Team LH. That's. I've got to, for the people on the podcast. There's quotation marks over the Team LH because we don't want to say what it means. But yeah,
You
Daniel,
Team LH, you.
you little,
You Team LH.
you little cut and picking Team LH.
Pineapple
Oh,
eating Team LH.
Jesus Christ.
Chicken and grits loving Team
Watermelon
LH.
standing.
You watermelon smile. You watermelon smile at Team LH.
Oh my god, we're gonna be
Down,
cancelled.
down.
We're gonna get. Oh my
Bloody
god, you're
hell.
so bad. You know, yeah. You know, sometimes you know when you look at like professional sportsmen, yeah, and you're like, oh, and then like someone's done something out of like you know like Balotelli was like letting off fireworks in his house or something, and you're like, why are you doing that, bro? You're a professional sportsman. Like you, all you gotta do is just like be normal.
Mm.
Now I get it, yeah, because every week I come on this podcast like let's just like be professional. Like an hour in, we're just like Team LH. But look, that's neither here nor there. Daniel, big season needed.
Mm-hmm.
I just think I just think, yeah, he just needs a big season, and that's all that needs to be said on Daniel. To be honest, Tommy, who needs a big season?
Max Verstappen.
Why have you chosen Max, Maximilian Verstappen?
Clearly, because I love
No,
having
yeah,
grief and
yeah.
abuse hauled at me
Mhm.
on Twitter. That's why I chose him. No, honestly, I think because he deserved the championship, and he is one of the greatest of all time. I think he has to at least do something interesting this year. He has to bring the fight again, and he even said himself that he doesn't think he can handle it. The fight that he had against Lewis Hamilton, he might force him to retire. And Helmut Marko said it. That guy tells the truth all the time. So yeah.
Hello, Marco, bro. Let me not, because we've been cancelled enough already today. Interesting comments, though, right? About the intensity of the title fight with Lewis Hamilton, and he can't do that year on year. We saw Nico Rosberg basically lock himself in a hotel room for 9 months away from his I think his wife who had just given birth to a new child, and he said I'm sacking this off for a year. I'm going to the mountains. I need to beat Lewis, and it took several engine failures for him to realize that dream. But after that, he was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm finished. I'm going on Sky Sports in linen trousers. So I just think I just you shouldn't have laughed at it. I just think no, it's a big look. It will be interesting to see. I think again. I think that's why those laps in testing were more of a statement from him to say, I'm still here. I'm gonna be quick in this, that, and the other. I think him versus Charles this season, if they're both at the front, that is
It's
going
gonna
to
be
be.
hella crashes. It's gonna be hella crashes.
Oh my god! Please, you two, please.
Oh my
Max,
god.
Max, all that stuff you were doing last season, the brake testing, the running wild, put that shit on Charles, bro. He loves it.
He
Please,
loves all that.
please.
Do you not be
He
mad if those
loves
two crash
that.
into each other so much that Lewis just walks away with the title? Oh
Not
my
nothing,
god.
just a racing incident. Just a racing incident.
It was just an incident.
Just a racing. That is literally my favorite clip ever. I love that clip.
He looks no. In my thing is, yeah,
He looks so naughty. He looks guilty as fuck.
he looks, yeah, like he looks how I imagine Lewis Hamilton should have looked when he was karting. Like he looks
Long.
poor. Like,
Yeah.
this guy looks like the Oliver Twist of karting, bro. I don't know what he's wearing, but
Oh my
the
goodness.
race suit is even like dirty and it doesn't really fit him, and the hair's all over his face.
Yeah,
It's just a
Charles, he
racing.
didn't come for money, did he?
He didn't know. His mum.
really?
Yeah.
No, his mum's
Yeah, he
still.
didn't.
His mum still is a hairdresser in Monaco.
Nice.
And she still has the shop. I think he was saying David Coulthard used to get his hair cut by Charles Leclerc's mum, but he never knew, obviously. And then obviously he got famous. I think there may have been a crossover point of him being in Formula One and Coulthard going to get his hair cut there, and he was like, yeah, Charles Leclerc's mum. So yeah, I like Charles Leclerc a lot.
Yeah, I want to see those two fight.
I want to see. I think he's got a lot to offer as well. So yeah, Max Verstappen, big season. I am honestly, I don't want to say this lightly. I'm praying on your downfall. So I want to say that, not praying, because that's a bit like I don't want to enjoy it. But I am personally wishing for you not to do well.
You know that scene in Spider-Man 3 where what's it called? Flash Thompson's character is like, Lord, please kill Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Please. No, yeah.
Please. Just kill Peter Parker.
Kill Peter Parker. If you go
My
into Nyasha's office, he's got like a dartboard with like Max's picture on.
That is not true. Okay. That is not true. Not yet. It needs renovating in here, and that's gonna happen. But I might get a little dartboard. No, definitely not. I don't want any Max Verstappen stuff in here. It's just gonna be a lot of Lewis Hamilton related stuff, for sure. But look, that's between me and these four walls. Someone who needs a big season. I don't want to dunk on Vettel because that's too easy. I don't want to. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say Vettel and Alonso together. I'm trying to put you two old man together. Yeah. If this season doesn't
Surely,
work out,
yeah. Surely this
Isn't
is
Lewis
their
older
last
than
season.
Vettel?
Vettel might be younger than Hamilton. Actually, you know.
He is younger than Hamilton.
Is he?
Yeah,
Like 35.
Vettel's younger than Hamilton, yeah.
I think he's like 35. Look,
Vettel isn't an old guy.
He's not an old guy. The 40-year-old is the old guy.
Yeah, no, fair play.
Yeah.
The elder statesman in the sport, alongside Hamilton, one of them is still performing at a high level. Two of them, in contrasting ways, are not hitting the heights that they used to. Now, I just think if this Alpine is not good, Alonso, give up, give the seat to Piastri, please. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Vettel, if Aston Martin, if that doesn't work out, give up, leave. Okay, like it's enough. You guys have given so much to the sport. We love you. Like Vettel, you're an amazing person. You picking up all the rubbish and litter and all of them things there. Like it's so good. Like no, I actually don't want to shit on it because he is like a really good ally. And stop laughing. Why are you laughing? What's going on? No, I'm trying to be sincere. Vettel, I just want, you know what, yeah?
I just hope they don't give Alonso a mic on Sky News. I mean, on Sky Sports.
Of course they're gonna give him a mic.
I just don't want that though. I don't need that. I don't need that because that might actually be the time when I start streaming Formula One on Mr. Worldwide.
Work with us, Sky Sports. We are here to promote your product. But no, for sure. Look, I just think I want these two to go out on their own terms. I want you to, as champions, as arguably, I mean, Vettel definitely, Alonso arguably, top 10 drivers of all time. No one will ever be able to take that away from you. You're taking up seats which could go to other people. And if you do not greatly outperform the capability of your car, or your car is actually good and you get to like fight for podiums and race wins, just leave. Like, because if you're not fighting for, if you're Vettel and you're not fighting for wins and titles, like what are you doing? If you're Alonso, you're not fighting for wins and titles, like what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Do you think Lewis Hamilton would be sticking, like, if Mercedes, touch wood, never happens, but if Mercedes were like 8th all season, do you think Hamilton's sticking about? Like, he's gone. Fashion, films, all of them. He's setting himself up for life after F1. In the words of Thandie Sabanda, find a hobby. Get a hobby, please. That's what I'm asking. I'm saying those guys there. But just to finish,
Yes.
predictions. Who do you think is going to win the world title?
Oh man, you really just went for
Lewis
the jugular,
Hamilton.
didn't you?
Wait, see, look, Tommy just saying Lewis
I'm just
Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton. I think he's going to win.
Lewis Hamilton, yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
Lewis
Hamilton.
Hamilton. There you go.
I think he's coming back with a vengeance, and that's all we need to say.
I watched the Q&A with him today, obviously, and it was really good. I'd recommend anyone who hasn't watched it to go and watch it. He just seemed, the crowd in Abu Dhabi was incredible. I saw someone on Twitter. Who did I see? I saw Raina, who has a new podcast called the Black AF1 podcast.
Yeah.
Big up you guys. You had your first episode today. If you like black people doing Formula One podcasts, go and listen to those guys.
Yeah.
She was there in Abu Dhabi. But the crowd were giving him a lot of love. And you can tell with Lewis, in Brazil, when you could tell he was like loving all of the, the
Positive
love that
energy.
he feeds off that. And as much as he says like booze give him motivation, he functions better off love, I think.
Yeah.
You can tell in his whole being that he glows when he's happy. He's so, anyway, look, I'm getting into fanboy, but I definitely did sense that, the way that he was talking about the season, he's very much ready to perform at a level even higher than last season. And, that is very scary for everyone else when you think about it. So I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton. And I'm looking forward
That's
to
it
season.
then. Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton. I've got. I find it. I might even go put some money on it because everyone is saying like Verstappen. I'm seeing Charles Leclerc. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
They need to have the same reaction to that as you guys had to me calling Esteban Ocon my driver of the day in Saudi Arabia.
Because everyone's been watching practice. Everyone's like, oh yeah, practice.
Yeah, no.
But even before practice, people were saying Charles is going to be world champion. I'm like, based on what's
Yeah, but
evidence?
I keep telling you, this love for Charles, it's an actual illness. It's
Charles
worse than COVID.
Yeah.
Charles is the industry plant before Max was the plant. It was supposed to be Charles and Ferrari fucked it, so they had to shoehorn Max in there. But Charles really is the guy that they want to be the guy. So
Yeah.
We will see. Let's call it a day because as much as I am over COVID, it feels like my throat is telling me you are still ill. So I'm going to skedaddle before I start coughing into this mic every 2 minutes.
Make sure you like, subscribe,
Yeah.
comment down below.
All them things then.
All them
all
things
them
there.
things there. And I think we will actually link the Vanity Fair article if you want to, share and see a little bit of what we said to press.
Press,
Um,
press, press,
Make
press, press.
sure you follow
Quicker than
Tommy.
me, no
His
press.
Instagram's popping, apparently. I'll go check it out. Tommy.
Tommy.
No, thanks.
Oh,
Yes.
bruv. I thought we were talking about someone else. I was like, who was in the article,
And
bro?
that's what I was like, wait, who's the one?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Instagram is, bruv, you're just like, when I make a little bit of change, I'm gonna come to you and be like, yo, I want to buy a car. What car can I buy with this change? And
When I get my
I've got you.
driving license.
Boo.
Hey, public transport ass.
Oh my days. What is that for?
No,
Yeah,
she
Bolt
definitely
knows
is.
me by the name. Bolt knows me by name.
But no, thank you, Tommy, for coming on. Look,
No
guys,
problem
you
at
guys
all.
will just get used to it. This guy's going to be on pretty much semi-regularly. We might as well just welcome him into the family.
Yeah.
Because you're great. You're great. Just, do you know what I mean?
I try my best.
No, look, and your best is very well received, not just by us, but by the listeners as well. So thank you for coming on, bro. Let me give you a round of applause.
No problem at all.
We'll
Thank
still
you very
give you the
much.
round of applause, bro. You'll still get that. Do you know what I mean? You got a double round of applause. There you go. We're gonna be gone. We'll be back next week because there's a race on Sunday.
The little race of something.
Let's see what happens on Sunday, boy.
And you know what? This is the thing as well. Like, talking done now. We have talked from December 12th all the way up to it's the 14th, 3 months. Like, I'm excited to just have some new racing because
Yeah, definitely.
we need to, I don't want to say leave it behind. It's not that, but we need new stories and we need new Lewis stuff for us to focus on.
Not biased at all.
And other 19 drivers on the grid as well.
Wait, there's other drivers?
Not in this office. No, but good luck to all the drivers. Thank you guys for listening at home. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, you can give us a rating. Thank you. There's 52 ratings on there. We have a rating of 4.8.
4.8.
That is incredible.
The 50th was actually my friend CJ, and he sent it to me with a screenshot, and he was like, "You're welcome." So shout out CJ Edwards.
Big up CJ. Big up CJ every single time. Please, Apple, all of them things there. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you next week. Thandie, we need some kind of outro. We don't really say anything. I liked the little goodbye thing you just did there, Tommy. That was really good. We need some kind of something. You know what? I'll say the intro. You
say the outro.
I don't know if you want to do it now or you want to do it later. You want to do it next one?
I'm going to practice it.
Okay.
I'll think of something cool.
Okay, cool.
For now, I'll just leave you the words. Know your oppressor.
Goodbye.